I've been using rekordbox since 2009 now, and I was part of the initial launch of rekordbox and the CDJ 2000. Yeah, it's been an eye-opener for me. I mean, back then I switched from CDJs, from using CDs on CDJs to just carrying around an SD card and a USB stick, and it's been amazing. Basically, at the moment I carry around a 64 gigabyte SD card, and it holds about 3,500 tracks right now. So basically the way I order my music is kind of similar to how I did it on CD. And I can run you a bit through it. For instance, every week I get like promos and demos, and I put it in a weekly folder. So you can see here, these are ordered by weeks. I have May 2012, July 2012. Basically, I load my tracks into rekordbox, and then with every track, you can see with every track there's like cue points in there. I do set cue points on every track. Basically, my kind of mixing is cue point mixing. What I do is I set a cue point at the first break, at the second break, and then at the last drop. So you can see that over here. I set a cue point over here. This is the first break. This is the secondary part of the break, and this is the drop. So basically it gives me the freedom to, whenever I mix, to just drop into the break or drop into the significant part of a track, and if I'm fed up with the break, I just put it in a loop on the CDJs, press C, and we're off. And I do this for all the tracks which I load in, so you can see every track has A, B, and C in there. Occasionally I'll use a loop, but a lot of my looping is programmed on the spot. I never know what to play. I only know what to play like the minute before I go on, and then I'll just go from there. A lot of times when I'm playing, I think 4 tracks ahead, so I always know kind of like where I want to go. But it varies, so you know, from the 4 tracks I have in mind, I'll see that with 2 tracks the crowd responds in a different way, and I'm like, oh no, I need that track. What's very important for me is ordering the tracks not only by a weekly folder, but with a genre as well. So as you can see here, I have a big folder with genres, and you know, I have Big Room 2012, I have Dutch 2012, Filter Disco, Fidget. I just recently added Trap, and yeah. So basically, if I'm in a Big Room section, then I'll just go to the Big Room playlist and I'll select what's in there. Sometimes the grid will be just slightly, you know, not hitting the first kick drum, and I do think it's important to show you how to adjust that as well. So I just added a fresh turbulence over here, and to show you how the grid works. Basically, right now it's on point, but say if I wanted to move the grid to here, I would just press this, and this would be like the key grids. Right now it's not on point. And you can also see that this is a new thing in rekordbox 2.0 is the red marker, and the red marker is always the first count of a bar. So that needs to be moved as well. So that can be moved right here. The history function for me is only about exporting my track lists. I mean, I could be very smart and thinking, oh, in New York at the Electric Zoo, I played an amazing set and people loved it, and I'll just go back into that and play the exact same tracks. But that's not how I work. What I do use it for is when I have my radio show and I record it live, I'll just export the history, and there's an instant track list for radio. This is fun. This is on the CDJs. You can rename the history. So when I was at performing at the Madonna concert, warming up for her, I changed the CDJ names to MDNA after her album, and so this is what I played briefly on her concert. So that's funny to see. What I often do when I program is I put the quantize on, so that if I come into a break and I want to have that point, I have that point on my Q keyboard button. It'll hit exactly on the grid with the quantize on. So this will be okay, I want to have this one. So you can see I'm pressing the keyboard as well. Number C is my cue, my hot cue. So when I program this, I just press 1 and M for memory. So it's both in the memory and both under a cue point now. And so same goes for loops. I mean, I could be very annoying and loop this forever. So let's do that. And I'll program it under the B hot cue. So that's my number 2. Put it in the memory. And that's how I quickly program my loops. So what I really like about the new rekordbox and the new CDJ 2000 Nexus is my preferences. Because before, my tour manager or myself during a show would apply these settings on the CDJ. Now there's this tab which says my settings on the export, and it has all the personal settings I need to have the CDJs working the way I want it. So these are my settings. I always want the jog brightness to very bright. The on-air display makes the CDJ jog wheel turn up, light up red. So whenever some track is on, I can see, oh, it's the red one, that one is on, that one is playing, so I won't touch that one. LCD brightness is always on 5 with me. I always have my auto cue off because I want to have the vinyl. I really like playing my CDJs on the vinyl mode because it's like, you know, it's the typical old school DJing thing. This one is fun as well. So the jog mode is always on vinyl with me. The tempo range is plus and minus 16. Master tempo is always off with me. Quantize is on with me. It's very nice to like do effects and keep it on the tempo. And sync, yes, the sync is on as well, because it gives me more time to do some special stuff now with mixing. And these are my settings.